Sorry about the fade in, guys. Steven stood up and I was unclear if he was gonna sit down or I didn't know, so we just kept fading in and out. That's how it goes.
My tablet was ringing with the Skype ring for this call, and it would have just been going on for like the next 5 minutes in the start of our next hour. So
is that because I guess I called you when you were offline, so it went to okay.
It always rings computer and tablet.
4 years later, and I'm still discovering things that Skype does. It's fucking
terrible.
It's insane.
Go die in a fire, Skype.
True story. What are we doing in the show?
All right. So, you have arrived in the Galaxy system, and you're headed for the planet Vinaya to drop off your dear friend, Exemplar Lauren DeSoto. At least that's the original plan.
Did we get the codes or whatever from him? Did that successfully?
Yeah, we got his eye scan and his vocal print and whatever other biomarkers that we need. Of course, like if he is listed as missing and stolen, then these probably will be not good for long. But maybe we can use them to like sell to somebody else so they know what kinds of things that I don't know. Who knows? Whatever.
You have something. You have some pay data, but it's questionable of its value right now.
Yeah. Right. And what city are we landing in? Or planet?
You're landing on the planet Vinaya.
Have we been here before? This is where we came from originally, right?
This planet is where the Madari Syndicate basically has their home base. They own this whole planet.
Right.
It's their.
This is where we left to go to Vafai and then came back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You went here, Vafai, and
great.
back. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. Yeah.
Did we get any more? Like when we get into orbit, I guess I called. Oh God, I'm blanking on her name.
Rajani?
Rajani, yeah, the cheese.
Okay. Yeah. So you call her, and she gets on the call. Is it a video or just audio call?
I'm thinking let's just do audio for now.
Okay. And are you calling from the bridge or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So anyone else who's on the bridge, I assume Piani and Alfarius at least. So yeah, so you call and eventually get transferred to her because you have a direct number.
Can we talk to her secretary?
I think that she
is accepting or like
she would accept
it?
she would expect call from you, and you have a number that doesn't go through like a bunch of like routing, like you just talk to her directly if she's available. So she picks up and she says, so good to hear from you, Higgs. I had been wondering when I would.
Well, I mean, it takes time to travel across the universe.
Yes, this is true. So, would you like to explain now? Or should we meet in person so you can tell me how you fucked this up?
Well, we've got the person, and that was the mission. So technically, we didn't fuck up at all.
That's what I like about you, Higgs. Always looking for a way to make profit where there might not be any.
Well, actually, there was no profit for this mission, so...
Why is that?
You weren't going to pay us anything, I thought.
She's like, it depends on what you consider payment, but you have him for me, and he's alive, I hope?
Yeah, I think he's addicted to morphine, but that'll probably help you.
Wait, hold on. So, excuse me. So you have the? Are you sure you have the correct man, the exemplar, Lauren DeSoto?
He says that's his name.
And how is it that you know he's addicted to morphine?
Well, I think we might have got him addicted. I don't really know. We had the person taking care of him on our ship was not a doctor.
So,
oh God,
let me understand something, Higgs, Captain. Do you know how the Purity Initiative works? Do you understand their tenets, even a little?
I don't say anything.
She
Just
she
like,
says
does that answer your question?
she says they they believe in the purity of the human body. They are against cybernetics, against modification of the human form. That includes drugs. So I can't possibly imagine how the exemplar of their order could be we'll talk about this in person. I'd like to see him. Is he in good enough shape? Can he move?
I look at Eric when she says that.
Yes.
Yeah, he can move. We'd probably like to keep him sedated, though, until you have him. He doesn't know where he's at.
Are you using morphine to sedate him?
That's the one.
We can send her his bio-information.
Would you like to buy the bio-information from us?
No, I want him. I want the man.
Okay.
If it would help in verification.
Oh, well, yeah, for verification's sake, we can just send you that now, and we'll be on over in a bit. Would you like his bodyguard, too? We've got his body, if you want it, just for...
I have no need. I have no need for a corpse. I have plenty of my own, thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Where would you like to meet?
I'll send you coordinates. I'll have a ship bring me there. Not here. We have a facility.
You and your facilities.
So she disconnects, and within a few minutes you get coordinates to. There's a belt of asteroids, a bit like the Kuiper belt that's like separating the inner planets from the outer planets in this sector, and she gives you coordinates to a spot inside that band of asteroids.
Great. We head there. We make a course, set a course, and go.
Okay.
We
All right.
fly.
Are you going to do anything to prepare your prisoner transfer, or just wait until you get there?
I think we just keep him sedated.
Okay.
Lightly sedated.
All right. On the way over there, I think like Eric, where you spend most of your time in the are you on the bridge or are you in the engine room?
I'm probably in the engine room. That's where I spend most of my time if I'm not in my room or checking on DeSoto.
Okay, so you're in the engine. You're in the engine room, and Pi comes on over the speaker, and he says, or they say, Eric.
Yes.
I think there's a problem with the auto dock.
What do you mean?
I think you should go and take a look.
All right. And I, the machinery settles back onto its moorings. I slide my way out, wipe the grease off on my shirt, quickly walk down the hall to DeSoto's room.
Okay. I'm going to make a quick luck check for DeSoto to see if what he was trying to do was successful.
No, it was not.
Okay.
Damn right.
Oh, you rolled. Sorry, let me show that.
So it's okay. I got an 8. So you get to the med bay, and
But Adam, I have to ask about your ethics. Is it lucky that he did get the drugs, or is it lucky that he did not get the drugs?
well, he wanted the drugs.
But is he lucky that he got what he wanted? Or
Well, just wait, and we'll let Eric.
Yeah, Eric's
So
about to find out.
So you get there, you open the door, and DeSoto is like on the floor, like on his knees with his like forehead on the deck, and he's got like his hands on his head, and you can see that his like nails are all like broken, and that his like fingers are really like there's like blood all over his hands. There's bloody like smears on the side of the auto dock where the like seam between the like storage unit and like the processing unit and the front of the auto dock is. So there's like bloody like scratches.
Yep.
And he's on the floor just like mumbling to himself and like kind of rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
And the auto dock is just flashing like a red warning, like, please do not tamper with the auto dock. Please do not tamper with the auto dock, like over and over.
I have been tampered with. I have been tampered
exactly. With. Please call a technician. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't particularly see any problem. I mean,
just close the door.
Well, like, I think I like pick him up and I say, it's time.
Okay. And you can see that he's like, he looks like total shit. Like he hasn't been like well these last few days. And he tries to like push away from you. Like he's like, let go of me. And, like tries to shove you, but he's super weak.
Yeah. Did I hear the conversation between Higgs and Rajani? Was that shipwide or just?
No, I think that was just between the two.
Well, I wouldn't try to hide that, but yeah, whatever you say, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Okay. I just say it's time, and and then I just like grab him and shake him and say, DeSoto, it's time.
Okay. So he like shakes his head and he kind of looks at you and you can see that he's got there's still some clarity there. Like he's not totally like gone, but he's like, I can't no like this. And he like holds his hands up and he like sees the blood and he's like, the people, the prophet, Strophios, I can't do it. I can't. You have to take me back. And he like tries to like push you away. He's like, I have
grab
to
him.
go home.
I say, DeSoto, we're not going to Strophios.
Wait, what? What?
Look at yourself. DeSoto.
And he's like, what? No, where are you taking me? And he starts shouting. He's like, Ichiro!
Yeah, I'm shouting back at him. I'm shouting,
Ichiro
calm down, we're
in.
taking you to a medical facility. We will get you clean.
Hicks comes in, weekend at Bernie style, and he's like, Ichiro!
I'm here to protect you.
So what I'm trying to say is not that we're going to Strophios, but also not that we're handing you over to people. I'm like, you can't be seen by the Purity Initiative in your current state. We're getting you clean, and then we're going to Strophios.
Okay. Make a persuade check.
Yep.
Plus like 30 because he's on drugs, right?
Yeah.
No, we'll just a nice even regular old roll.
So this is going to be a tough one because I have a -1 and a -1 in charisma.
How about a luck check for how persuasive this talking purple dinosaur is to him?
Yeah. That's not how morphine works.
Well, I got a 7.
How do you know?
You've obviously never done morphine before, Jeff.
God.
Okay, so he won't, like, if you had failed, he would have like gotten like violent and aggressive, but he's just gonna be confused, and so he tries to like stumble back from you instead of like push past you into the hallway.
Yeah.
But he's still shouting and like he's like, help, and like other people like in the ship can hear this. You can hear.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna let him sort of tire himself out for a little bit. I'm just gonna step back and just like sort of hold my arms out and say, DeSoto, we're not going to hurt you. We're going to help you. You have to become pure again.
He isn't sure whether he believes you or not. And so he's like, wait, but what? Why did you? I was fine before I was hurt, and I need medicine.
Yeah,
I tried to, and he like points at the auto dock. He's like, this fucking thing won't give it to me. I'm dying. I can't breathe. And he like pulls his shirt open again, and like you hear the buttons like plink off the floor. He's like, please, I can't breathe. I have to get outside.
I put a hand on his shoulder. I look him in the eye. I say, DeSoto, listen. We're going to breathe together, all right? You and me. We're going to breathe at the same time, all right?
He's
Also
like
over comms, Pi says, outside is outer space. You would die.
He doesn't know that. So he's freaking out.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Go on. Go ahead.
I'm just like breathing very slowly and measuredly, trying to like keep eyes with him. I'm here with you. We're going to be okay. Going to a hospital. We're going to get you clean and pure.
Okay.
And I think like if he starts calming down a little bit, this is probably where Eric lets a little bit of the emotion that he's feeling actually show.
Okay.
And like his face kind of screws up and tears sort of well in his eyes, and he says, "I'm sorry, Mr. DeSoto. I didn't know. I was just trying to help you recover from the accident. If I had known, I would never have done this."
And so he sees you, and you can see that he's like, his eyes are kind of glassy, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, Magnus. Everything will be fine. I paid off the police. They won't know what happened, and we'll be on the ship and long gone before they realize. And then, my boy, I'm going to take you home, and you'll see I have a beautiful home, and I will introduce you to my friends, and we will have a party. Magnus, I owe you my life." And he leans on you, and is breathing hard, and he's shaking and cold, but sweaty.
Yeah, I sort of hold him and I say, "Mr. DeSoto, what is your first name?"
He looks at you. He's like, what did you mean? What is my first name? It's Lauren. I told you this yesterday. I knew that you would be the man to protect me. This place, I will never come back to this planet again. Majid is disgusting. And he looks around and he's like, wait, hold on, this is not my hotel room. And he starts to stand and stumbles a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I just sort of I'm just gonna stay with him until he calms the fuck down a little bit.
Okay. All right.
But
he goes back and forth between intense paranoia, where he's just who are you? Get away from me! And then mistaking you for this Magnus guy.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he's fairly lucid and is no, we'll be in Strophio soon, and then all this will be over. And then is panicking because he's oh, we can't go back there.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't ever pass out or calm down, right?
Yeah, I mean, when it's time to make the transfer, when we land, I'm just gonna grab him and corral him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think that outside the ship, we see him, or we see the Swan Song fly into a cloud of asteroids, and in the distance, you can see one of the asteroids has been it's retrofitted. There's a bunch of buildings attached to it, and it's just slowly rotating, and there's some blinking lights out there. And we see Alfie. We see you at the controls, and the kind of alien looking green vector approach diagram, and Higgs, a voice comes on over the over your intercom. You get a ping from the asteroid.
Okay, I accept.
Okay, so somebody's voice comes on and says something a greeting to you in a language you don't it's again Urdu, or you've heard Rajani speak it before. The tone is just a little aggressive, and you could guess it's who are you, or what are you doing here, or whatever.
Thanks for that, Jeff.
Thanks, Joe.
No. Sorry, repeat what you just. The tone is it's Rajani
Aggressive.
talking.
They want to know who you are.
No, it's not. It's not Rajani, but somebody is demanding something. In a
Oh,
language.
okay, gotcha. My mind. Anyways, I said just oh, this is Higgins. I'm dropping off a body. I mean a person.
And then she switches to English, and he's like, Captain, you are expected. Please follow the running lights. And you can see on the heads-up display another set of landing pattern comes in. And there's a port on the side of the asteroid that you get led to.
Okay.
Okay.
Follow it through.
All right. So yeah, you fly into a small docking. So the asteroid is pretty big. It's the size of a city. And a decent sized city, but it's just an asteroid with some material. It looks like it's used for mining, maybe. You fly into the dock, and the controller comes back on over the comms and says, once you're settled and docked, just disembark. There's atmosphere in the docking bay. I'll send someone to take you to Miss Van Dorn.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Doing it.
Okay. All right. So Eric, you feel the ship land on the deck plates.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. I'm just, there with him, trying to make sure that he doesn't get too crazy, trying to make sure he doesn't freak out too much. Say, Mr. DeSoto, it's time for your detox. And I, put my arm around him and I guide him out.
Yeah, so I think when you start to get him out of the room, he starts to panic a little, and he's like, no, Magnus, you can't. You know the cops are waiting for us. What are you? And he like tries to push you away, and he's like, you're working for them. And
No,
backs himself into the room, and he looks around, and you can see he's like looking for a weapon or something.
I mean, if this guy just starts like seriously fighting me, I'm just gonna use my psychic powers to just control it and be like,
okay. I don't think you can pin him again, but you don't really have like your complex manipulation is about as good as you using your hands to move him around.
Yeah. But like that and hands. I mean,
telekinetic press is for like shoving, basically.
Yeah. My first line of defense is to try to like play into his fantasy. So I guess I'm responding. I'm like, yes, Lauren, it's me, Magnus. We have to go. We're going to a hospital. We're going to get you clean.
And he's like, no, I don't want to. They own the hospital. I can't. And he probably like grabs like a scalpel or something that's like nearby that he was using to try to pry open the machine before it broke. So it's just like a jagged like edge, and he just grabs it and he points it at you, and he's like, no, you can't. And he's like menacing you with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to kill him. Like, is he injured? If I attack him, is he gonna die?
His body is in rough shape, but you could like, do you want to try to like knock him out? Is that the thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, like at this point, I'm kind of like I've kind of tried my best at trying to like get his cooperation.
Yeah, definitely.
And like it seems like he's not actively resisting prior to this point, but he's just not cooperative. So
yeah, he's all fucking hipped up on goofballs, man.
Yeah. So let me look at my powers: psionics, telekinesis.
For James Bond karate chop.
Yeah.
Put a 2.
Yeah, like the only thing that I could possibly do that would damage him psychically is telekinetic ram, and I'm not
which is like an
convinced that I want to do
anti-vehicular. You
that.
just blow him
Right,
through the wall.
Let me look at what my other powers are: metapsionics, telekinesis, and teleportation. I don't think I can grab him with me from teleportation, but I don't have that sheet open. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just.
Gotta imagine what it's like. Imagine what it's like to try to deal with people who are like all crazed on drugs when you don't have psychic powers.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I'm just trying to like control him. I would go on the comms and say, hi, if you're available, I'd love some assistance, and then I just like launch myself at him. I'm just trying to grapple him, get the weapon away from him, control him.
Okay, yeah, make a strength roll.
Okay, just me plus my strength, or roll plus my strength.
Just make a 2d6 with your strength.
Okay, it's just a straight 2d6 for me.
Okay,
7
minus. Cool. All right. So you lunge for him.
And this is how Eric died to a morphine.
He doesn't want to fight you. He
politician.
doesn't overpower you. But he like you lunge for him. He like ducks. You stumble, and he lunges past you and runs out into the hallway.
Okay. That's where I wanted you to go. That's what I shot after him. That's where I wanted you to go.
Yeah, he runs out into the hall.
Yeah.
And
Does he run into the morphine cabinet that we have left over?
No, he runs it. We have a giant syringe in the hallway, and he just literally lunges himself onto the syringe to get that.
So yeah, he gets out in the hall. What's everybody else doing? Like you, I guess actually, Piani, you're the only one that's not. Are you on the bridge right now or no?
I actually, I mean, I think if we were probably going in, I was on the bridge.
So you're on the bridge? Okay, so everybody is on the bridge except Pi.
Well, no, it's weird you should ask. I was coming around the corner with a fucking barrel full of just syringes of morphine.
Oh.
Jeff was actually,
Does someone need these? I don't...
Jeff was walking down the hall onto the set of Saw where the guy reaches in to the syringe. Anyways.
I'm piloting the ship, I guess, so I'm in the pilot chair.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's driving along the dotted lines, yeah.
Okay. So he runs out into the hall, and Eric, do you run after him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's run into the airlock, and he's shut the airlock door. And Pi is standing outside, and Pi looks at you and says, "He's in the airlock." And you can look through. It's got a like a metal door with like a window, and you can see him. He's like run inside, and he's just like muttering to himself, but you can't hear him because the airlock has like it's like sealed. It's got a
I just go on comms. I say, Piani, he's in the airlock. Shut off the access to the outside doors.
I can't. He's manually overridden it. He has control of the airlock.
Yep.
No, he doesn't have control of the airlock. Yeah, you can do that, Piani. You can just shut it off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do exactly that.
Do it up.
Good.
Okay. All right. So
And then
Pi,
I just stand there. I go on the comms in the airlock. I say, are you comfortable, Mr. DeSoto? We'll have some people here to pick you up shortly.
Okay. He like roars at you and like runs at the door and like slams the scalpel into the window, but it doesn't like do anything. It just kind of like scratches the glass. And he's like,
break the scalpel.
It was already broken. And then he just like throws it on the ground.
Good.
And he starts like just fucking around in the airlock. Like he pulls the panel off the controls and like is just like shouting. And you watch him over the course of like I guess you've just landed. So as the ship like powers down and repressurizes according to the outside pressure, you see him slowly just kind of like lose energy and then like kind of fall back onto the floor. So the ship is docked.
I'm just waiting and watching, just keeping an eye on him. If it looks like he's gonna die, I'm gonna run in and not let him die.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Pi just stands and watches him the whole time, like with you, and just doesn't say anything. Just kind of watches.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you've landed. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I assume we'd go get his body, and is there like a greeting party?
Yeah, I mean, if you go outside, there'll be people waiting for you.
Yeah, I think we go outside. I get the crew ready, and
Okay.
I'm just doing business as usual. Nothing.
Yeah,
Just dropping
totally.
off a body.
Okay. All right. I mean, he's sort of conscious. So you arrive, and Higgs, you go outside. Piani and Alfarius, are you with him?
Yeah, I'm the guard or whatever.
All right. There's a couple of people outside, and actually, Rajani has come to meet you, and she's wearing like a flight suit. And she walks over and she says to you, Higgs, she's like, gestures. She's like, "Do you like my asteroid?"
I thought you were going to stop after. Yes, it's nice. It's a nice ass.
She winks at you. She's like, "So, do you have a morphine addict for me?"
Yeah, I do. He tried to kill himself, or I don't know. He's probably got blood over him, but he's good. We got him.
So at
Eric's
this point,
got
I
him over
think, yeah, Eric, are you bringing him out? He's unconscious. So.
Yeah, if he's
Semi.
unconscious, I just, step in, lift him up. Yeah.
Okay. So she walks over when she sees this, and she like grabs him by the face, and he like whimpers a little. He's like, "Ah," and like she like jerks his head up so she can look at him, and, like looks at him in the face, and she looks at you, Eric, and then looks at Higgs, and she's like, "Yeah, this is him. Good work."
No
and then
problem.
Eric, she gestures, and there's two armed guys that like sling their gun behind their back, and they're like basically like they go to take him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I render him unto their care.
Okay, so you go to give him the first one, like, goes to put his arm under him, and he starts to, like, try to get away, like, he starts to squirm kind of helplessly, and he starts to move, and the other guy just hits him in the face with the butt of the rifle, and you hear, like, he hits him, and he, like, snaps his head sideways, and, like, he kind of, like, leans over, and some blood and spit comes out of his mouth. You hear a click as, like, one of his teeth falls on the floor, and then he's just totally limp, and,
I just mentioned to, whoever's listening, maybe Rajani, I say, Miss Rajani,
she turns, looks at you.
He's really very addicted to morphine, just so you know.
She says, "Oh, don't worry, Eric. We know how to handle addicts around here." And she turns and barks an order at the two men, and they take him away. You can just see his feet like dragging on the floor and like little drops of blood from his mouth. And then she turns to Higgs, and she's like, "Now, why don't you come inside and we'll get you a drink?"
Is there a gun at the end of that drink?
She laughs and she's like, looks at you and she's like, What? Why is everyone being so tense?
Well, you're being kind of nice, and typically that means I'm about to die.
Why would I want to hurt you? You've done exactly as I asked. It might have been more complicated than I thought, but we have him, and that's what matters. Besides, the codes you're looking for, they would get you access to Strophios. We have agents on Strophios already. We don't need them. We need to have a conversation with Mr. DeSoto about political issues. We're going to send him home, but we need to make sure that he understands some things first.
Oh.
And in fact, and she like kind of looks at him being dragged away. So in fact, in this condition, you've done some of our work for us already. So I feel like I need to give you an extra little bit of a bonus. And she kind of like looks at you like, everything's fine. Chill out, Higgs.
Maybe
Bonus.
a tip.
So she says,
Eric says that, and I just shoot him. So what do we do? Yeah, I go inside and take the drink.
yeah, so she's
As
like,
he
why don't-
explodes, it says the end outside the back of it. It's
Yeah, and with the blood, exactly.
like reading
Didn't
Rambo.
they do? What did they do? They did that in Wanted. Was that
Did
in
they?
Wanted?
maybe, yeah.
It might have been in Wanted.
That sounds like the kind of corny bullshit that movie would have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that she's like, come on inside. I have some very old whiskey that I would be happy to share with you. And she like puts her arm around you and like leads you into her like asteroid base.
Great.
Yeah. You guys want some experience?
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, I
Yes.
guess so. Like, what do you
What's
do with?
What do you
what
even
is
do with
exper-
experience?
How does that work?
Okay, so that was a two session adventure. Let me just go and check.
I honestly don't know if I have my current XP saved. I have to go get my sheet. Do I?
It's okay, you can write it down.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, 9640.
Okay. Oh, I was already on the right page. Way to go. Okay, everybody can have 750 experience.
Great.
Good job.
Yeah.
750.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Anyone level up? We broke 10k.
I wish.
I have no
But
idea when my next
XP
Less-
XP is like morphine for player characters.
That's true.
level 4 is 80-20, level 5 is 16.
It's different. It's different for everybody though.
for me.
Yeah.
No, I have not leveled up.
Nice.
I'm gonna basically need to like unseat the Hofade and Cobblade in order to level up.
Great.
Right.
Don't let your dreams just be dreams, Steven.
Yep, just do
Yesterday
it.
you said today.
Yep.
So what are you
Jeff's
waiting
been
for?
traveling so much he just saw that meme yesterday and thinks it's still hilarious.
The video
It
was
is still
buffering
hilarious.
without all- It is fantastic.
It's
I
still
don't
pretty
think
good.
there'll ever be a time it's not funny. Well, there'll probably be a time.
Well, I mean, 5 seconds from now, it might not be that funny. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
You're right.
Jeff, why don't you start? Can you do shoutouts with the Warlord Titan next to you?
It's all the way in the other room now.
Okay.
Do you have a special Warlord Titan voice you could use for the shoutouts? What does your Warlord Titan sound
Beep,
like?
bop, bada, boop, beep.
I'm
but I'll
not
do it.
intimidated.
I'll upload a video and you guys can check it
That's
out.
oh god. Now why did this happen?
Hey guys.
Got-
Oh god.
So I stream StarCraft 2 at twitch.tv/EG.iNcontroL. No, InControl TV. I'm a member of Team Evil Geniuses. You should follow me on Twitter and at and Twitch at what EG.iNcontroL? What? Twitter.com/EG.iNcontroL. That's what it is. I have a Warlord Titan. It's huge and badass. And yeah, you guys should sub to my channel.
There you go.
All right.
It's like that I forgot because Adam got a new Skype or whatever,
Yeah.
so I fucked
right.
everything up and I never changed it. So hey, wheat's good.
Yo, I'm probably not going to be around that much until TwitchCon. So if you're coming to TwitchCon, I'm probably going to see you. But yeah, like, I don't even know what to say. I've forgotten how to fucking do this. You know where to follow me. Thank you, you guys, for letting me be a part of the show.
There you
Thank
go.
you,
Shit.
Steven. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You're not Steven. Marcus. That's what I meant, Marcus.
Yeah, that's the second time you called me Steven tonight.
No, it's not.
I
Is
look
it?
a
Not
lot
that it's
alike.
not that it.
It is. It is the second
Wait,
time
when
you
did you do
called
it
him
already?
Steven tonight.
It is. It is.
Guys, my brain's like completely gone.
It's okay. I know that that's a shitty excuse, but I'll let you have it.
This
appreciate
will
that.
probably be Adam as Steven. Go ahead.
Yes, Steven. Okay. I'm Silent Osiris everywhere. The O is the 0, which I don't regret at all.
Yep,
Having to
I've
explain
never
every
regretted
time.
that.
I'm really obsessed with Diablo 3 right now, and maybe I'll stream a game of it sometime. No, actually, I definitely will. Confirmed. I promise I will.
Only with Adam.
Yeah. Well, you gotta hang out with Adam sometimes. He needs the attention. And also, I'm making a game about roller coasters that's actually kind of cool and not as silly as maybe everybody might have thought it was. It's quite a cool game. Let's see, what else? I'm the GM of West Marches right here on itmeJP, so check that out whenever I do it.
Man, I'm gonna remember that and just fuck it up on the next. So I'm just gonna call Steven Adam so many times.
Your lizard brain is
Yeah,
like,
my lizard brain is just
Adam,
secreting that.
Adam, Steven.
Lizard brain.
Statum.
It's Statum.
Statum.
That's his name. And then this will probably be Geoff. It's
Be Geoff is
Adam.
me.
Yep. Nailed it.
You can do a medley.
God. Hello. So thank you for tuning in. Questions are already up on Reddit. Feel free to. Yeah. I am not making. I can't fucking do an ad.
It's okay.
Save my life. Check him out. It's Skinny Ghost, a name that he totally does not regret either, because like Steven, he made it when he was 12 years old. Ghost was taken on Hotmail, so we went with Skinny Ghost because it's edgy and cool. Check him out. He made Dungeon World. Yeah, however you feel about that, let him know. Just tweet it at him. It's also Skinny Ghost there. Lately, Steven is picking up the pieces of bigger and more successful streamers. Not Steven, Adam. God!
Now you're really
yeah.
in. Now you're doing Steven. That's right.
He also plays some awesome characters. They may be doing other shows that you should also tune into. And Adam goes to gaming conventions where you can come say hi. And he appreciates your camaraderie and checking out his stream, by the way, where lately he's been learning Japanese, which I know a lot of you are saying, that sounds really boring. But Adam makes it a little bit less boring, so you should check it out. There you go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Anyone streaming after this?
You need to say like more often if you want to pretend to be me. Like, finally, just say it every sentence.
Do you say like a lot?
I have to.
do.
Yeah. When I do impressions of people, I take the worst part of their speech and then like
Amplify
blow it up, and I can't. It's way too like I don't trust myself in my current state of brain to do an impression.
Right. All right. Well, we'll practice. We'll
Like way mean, and
You'll
people are like,
figure it
"Just a dickhead." It's like, no, I'm just sorry.
Just tired.
I'm just really tired.
Exactly.
I get really mean when I'm tired.
I'm sorry.
This is where you plug Monster Energy, Geoff. Getting you through the day.
I had my monster earlier, man. There's nothing that saves you from jet lag. You just have to like live.
I
For
feel like that
24 hours.
wouldn't
Sold
be
to
a
the-
really good endorsement right now. It'd be like, Monster Energy
Steven,
is
I
what
don't know
has
what you're
allowed
talking.
you to be me to be here right now. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's actually just water. So I can do that.
Man,
Someone
but
please
you-
screenshot that face because I just want to
You
send it to
played
Anna.
so
Like
well, dude.
I want to
That
send it
was
to Anna
good.
every morning, like right around the time Geoff. Tell me when
It's
she
your
wakes up,
beautiful husband.
and I'm just gonna be like, "Good morning from Jeffrey," and then his face is gonna be there.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna be
did
great.
this. You made this choice.
It's gonna be great. All right. I was about to say let's take a break, but nope, we're done. We're getting the fuck out of here. Have a great week, everyone. Let you guys
Peace.
know when we're doing another show in the future. It'll probably be. It will be. We're not. There's not going to be any role play shows next week, so just prepare yourselves for that. We'll see you guys later. We're out. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Be prepared. It's from Lion King.
Yeah, I know where it's. I just go to sleep, Geoff. We're out. Bye.